Hello, everybody. Welcome to Championship Match Week 11 or Match Midweek 11. And it's yet another one from us. How lucky are you? You're going to get. This is the second video of three in a week. So, shall we immediately get on with the predictions? Uh, Liam, you know what? You can start this one. Blackburn versus Sheffield United.
I don't know if I want to start with this one, but I know I'm going to have to um, because for this one I've gone a bit of a sort of a boring result here. I think Sheffield United will start to kick on now, but I'm going to have to say it's going to be a disappointing 1-1 draw on Tuesday night.
Yeah, both teams have had a pretty rocky start to the season, to say the least. Both teams are in the bottom three, and I think I'm going to agree with you here. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw as well. Next up is another match here, both towards the bottom of the table. Derby versus Norwich. Norwich, another defeat at Carrow Road, and Derby, a pretty poor defeat as well. And both will probably want to get something here, otherwise they are in trouble. And I think this is another case of like a scrappy draw, neither team getting it. I'm going to go for 1-1.
It's a tale of two absolutely dreadful footballing sides. This one, Norwich. My goodness me, what is going on with them? I do have them to bounce back. However, I've gone 0-2.
Next up, Hull versus Leicester. I believe this is yours to take.
I have Hull here to continue to impress. I said they'd get something out of St Andrews. I thought it'd be a draw. However, I think they'll get another 3 points to make it 6 out of a possible 9 so far. 2-0.
Hull in the last few weeks have definitely shown promising signs. And to end Birmingham's, I think it was 29 game unbeaten run at St Andrews is certainly no easy feat. Leicester in and out recently. I I think I'm gonna go for another away win here. I think Hull are good, but surely Leicester would click into gear eventually. I'm gonna go for 2-1 away win. And now on to Ipswich versus Charlton. Ipswich inconsistent. Charlton also inconsistent, but getting a few tidy wins. But I think Ipswich are starting to show promising signs now. I think this being at Portman Road, I would lean towards Ipswich here. I'm going for a 2-0 win.
I don't necessarily think the scoreline I've gone for will will be telling towards Charlton's performance, but I just think Ipswich will get the brilliant rebound they need. My dog's here. But I think it'll be a 3-0 home win.
So we've both gone for a home win there. Now, I believe you take the lead for Millwall versus Stoke.
So both sides won on Saturday. I think that gives me a sort of belief that one of them will win rather than a draw at the Den. And I've gone for a Millwall win here. I've gone 2-1.
Yeah, both sides, I believe, are in the top six, both in the playoffs. And I think this is going to be a close one, but I'm also going to go with a Millwall win here. Now, on to the next one, Portsmouth versus Coventry. Portsmouth, very much inconsistent. Coventry, high flyers, scoring a lot of goals. Portsmouth has been known to get pretty. Portsmouth have been known to be a place to end them sort of runs. Leeds, Middlesbrough. But I don't see them ending Coventry's. I'm going to go with a 0-1.
Before I do mine, you never said your score prediction for Millwall. You just said you think they'd win
1-0 Millwall.
1-0 Millwall. So you said 1-0 Coventry, and you said you don't think Portsmouth will end Coventry's winning run. I don't either, but I think they'll end their clean sheet run. I don't think they'll make it 6 on the bounce. But I do have a Coventry win. I have 3-1.
I believe you take the lead for Preston Birmingham.
I just think this will be a tight win for Preston. Really, Birmingham are continuing to unimpress. So I'm sort of wildly, not really put much thought into it, going for a 1-0 home win.
I think Preston have been tidy so far this season. Birmingham, not so tidy. I mean, they should have been doing a lot better. Yet another defeat for them. I think, looking at this one, I think this will be a draw. 1-1. Now, Bristol City versus Southampton. Bristol City, good win last weekend against Norwich. Southampton, once again dropping points. And this is at Ashton Gate, and I think this one will be a draw. 1-1.
Um, I think this will be a really disappointing game. I don't know why. So now I've said that it'll probably be about 4-4. But I've gone 1-0 to the home side.
I believe you take the lead for Watford West Brom.
I would not because Swansea QPR is before that, so I'll talk about that one. I think Swansea will get back to winning ways after 0-0 draw at Southampton on Saturday. I think it'll be a 2-0 home win.
Swansea, I think, again, pretty inconsistent side. Bang on mid-table as well, certainly backs up them claims. But QPR have also been quite inconsistent this season. Not far above Swansea. I think this one, I think I'm going to go with an away win here for QPR. I'm going to go a 0-1 QPR. Now, I'm going to move on to Watford versus West Brom, because for some reason that was in the order before Swansea. Where am I? Watford, I think, again, inconsistent mid-table side. I think, and West Brom in the playoffs, they're doing quite well for themselves. But this is an open league, and this gap can easily cut in one game. But I think I'm going to back the visitors here. Watford 1, West Brom 3.
I'll be honest, I thought about throwing one out there for one of the Tuesday games. I didn't. I've thrown out a 0-0 for this one.
Of course. I believe you take the lead for Wrexham, Oxford.
Wrexham not really picking up the results they would like at the Stock K Ras. I think I've said that right. I have no idea. However, Oxford, despite winning on Saturday, I still thought they were poor. So that pushed me towards a 2-0 home win.
Both Wrexham and Oxford down in the lower mid-table, and it's fair to say both sides have been pretty underwhelming. I look at this one, and if there was a team to get the win here, I would probably be leaning Wrexham. I'm also going to go with a 2-0 win. Now for Sheffield Wednesday versus Middlesbrough. Sheffield Wednesday, another defeat. This time 2-1 to Charlton. Middlesbrough, another win against Ipswich. And you know what? I think Middlesbrough is going to get another 3 points here. I'm going to go for 1-3.
I haven't really written down a lot of notes here. I've written because I think this is just going to be another thrashing. I've gone 4-0 away win.
Bloody hell. And have you got your scorer of the week?
Yes, well, I've just touched on them. I've just said I think they'll win 4-0. They probably won't now, I've said that. However, if that is the case, or if they score a lot of goals, whether it be four or not, I've gone for Hayden Hackney to be my scorer of midweek.
So, for my score of the week, I have predicted two games where 3 goals will be scored per side. And this time I am going to go with a West Brom player. I'm going to choose Mikey Johnston as my player of the week.
Very good player.
Yes. So I believe that is everything. So, do you have anything else to say before we wrap it up?
I need points. Somebody help me out here.
Yeah, you're like 15 points behind now. It's not looking good. But keep racking in the points. I need to keep racking in the points. But it's still a long way to go, of course. So I believe that is it for match day 11. See you on match day 12. Goodbye.